Hey folks, how y'all doing? Trent Clark here, standing in for Mr. Lee today, but he'll be back tomorrow for some more of this round action. I'll explain that later on in the show. Let's see what we got for you today, folks. $500 discount every week, military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. If you're one of those people and looking for a building, get yourself an extra $500 off, okay? Tiger Cash. Looking to upgrade to a signature elite building, type in cash and get an extra $1,000 off for those buildings. Okay? Don't forget about our referral program, folks. We give $200 check every buying customers you send our way. Okay, so if you know somebody, if you just had a building built by us, or if you know somebody in the market for a building, send them our way. If they tell us about you, we'll get you a $200 check. That's a good program. Okay, our value buildings, we're continuing our value building special, and right now we got a 30 by 30 by 12 for $21,999. That's $24 a square foot. Okay, we got a 30 by 50 by 12 for $29,999, $19.99 a square foot. Let's see, we got a 40 by 60 by 12 for $41,999. That's $17 a square foot, folks. We're still holding these prices firm for you, even though we've had a little increase in price. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about our signature building. That was the value series, but don't forget we got that's our low building in the series, which is better than everybody else, our competition out there. Okay, but if you want to upgrade, think about the signature building. You're going to get 2x8 scissor truss standard, 5-on-12 roof pitch, 26 gauge metal, roof and wall insulation, 4-inch 4,000 PSI, which is 33% stronger than 3,000 PSI, and it's microfiber reinforced slab. You get two 10 by 10 roll-up doors, one walk-through door. You get a 6-year workmanship warranty on this building. Of course, you got the ZAC screws, engineered cable retention system, 4x4 framework on your walk-through doors and your windows, and concrete under every post, folks. Engineer mono truss on your wings. On your wings and lean-tos. Okay. On your elite building. Okay. This is a step up, and right now it's our best building we do here at Mallard. We got some things coming in the future though that is going to be a notch up on this, but we'll talk about them when we get there. So on your elite building, the add-ons are you still get the 2x8 scissor truss, 10-year workmanship warranty on this building, 3-foot truss spacing and 9-foot post spacing. So we're closing in on that. You're going to get a way more sturdier building, and your truss spacing, a lot more wood, a lot more product in this building for the value. Okay, you still get the 5-on-12 roof pitch, two 10 by 10 roll-up doors, roof and wall insulation. On this building, folks, you get gutters and gutter brushes. That's about a $17, anywhere from $15 you can find out there to $17 a linear foot for gutters. If you add the brushes in there, which kind of stop the pine needles and the leaves in there, they're gonna charge you another $5 a linear foot. So now you're up to $20-something a linear foot. So we throw that in on this building. So that's a great value. And on the elite building, you get 6-inch slab, 4,000 PSI. So you're getting 6-inch, and that's microfiber on that too. You get the post protectors on the elite, insulated windows, continuous ridge vents. Wainscot's an option on this building. We give it to you for free, but some people don't like it. I personally do like it, so that's a good look. And with that post spacing and truss spacing, that brings us up to 135 mile an hour wind load, folks. This building is superior than anybody in the United States. I'm just telling you. So we've been talking a lot about our spec sheet, folks. If you're in the market to buy a building, post frame construction building, you really need to take our spec sheet, because this is where we lay it all out for you. We tell you exactly what we're doing. We don't try to hide anything like some of our competitors do, folks. So doesn't it make sense to be transparent with the customer? That's all we're trying to do with you. We got some people that say that we're, that we're savages out there, and we're trying to educate our customer, which is you, to let you know that these are some of the things that you need to be looking at, folks. I mean, doesn't it make sense to know what kind of treated? It's easy for somebody to say all treated building, but we want you to know exactly what you're getting, the kind of treatment. Is it kiln drying? I mean, if a competitor checks off, which we'll see that they've done, if they check off our spec sheet and tell you that you're getting that, but yet on the quote sheet it doesn't reflect that, that's misleading, folks. That's a red flag to me. Some people, I think we have a comment today, some people say that it's wrong for us to be doing that. I don't think it is, folks. I mean, look, hey, you're fixing to spend good money. You ought to know what you're getting in your building package. Doesn't it make sense? It does to me. So use our spec sheet. This is what I was talking about. And Lee's been showing this to you. This is our spec sheet on this side. Our competitor checked everything for this person on the checklist. One of the things that stuck out, they checked off 26 gauge metal, but yet it's 29 gauge metal. So that's false, folks. I mean, that's a red flag to me. That's somebody that's being dishonest. We let you, it's all transparent here, what we do for you. And all we're doing is wanting you to take this, if you're shopping, we want you to take our spec sheet, send it to whoever you're shopping with, and make them confirm that they're living up to what you're expecting on that building. That's all this is. Here's another thing. So here it is again, 29 gauge, but they checked off 26 gauge. Concrete, they checked off microfiber concrete, but they're using something totally different. And over here, well, they checked off 4,000 psi, and over here they don't really say. It just says wire mesh in the concrete. Don't really say what they're doing. So we're pointing out to you the folks out there that's not in the building industry. We're pointing out things that you could get taken advantage of if you don't know what you're buying. Okay, so here's a comment that we wanted to point out. Colin Hamilton says, competitiveness is one thing, but falsely accusing a business and defacing the names of good people that work hard to bring very nice products to the customer is another very classless act, in my opinion. I feel bad for anyone in business with these types of people. Well, Mr. Cullen, I feel bad for people that take advantage of and get misled into buying something, or think they're being buying something that they really ain't being bought. So Lee wanted to respond back. Let us be clear. We are not accusing anyone of anything that isn't backed by verifiable facts. The information we share comes directly from public records available through the Louisiana Secretary of State and the Louisiana State Licensed Board of Contractors. Our goal is to ensure customers a fully informed before making a major investment, just like what I just said. Additionally, we have provided a side-by-side comparison, which I just showed you, and I'll show you again, that highlights discrepancies between what was promised by a competitive salesman and what was actually being sold. This isn't defamation, it's just transparency, okay? We're trying to be transparent with our customers, Mr. Collin. We believe that customers deserve honest and to advocate the truth and accountability in the industry. So basically, here's how we operate here, and we have sales meeting every day, and we tell our salespeople, no matter what, you do not, if you don't know the answer to something, you tell them you're going to find out and you're going to get back. Don't assume, don't persuade anybody into doing anything. We want to find the correct answer for them before they give the answer to our customers. And that's how we operate. So, Mr. Cullen, I understand, maybe you got it, maybe you were thinking something different, but to your point, we're trying to educate the people out there, and we want to make sure that they're not misled to buy something that they think they're buying, but in fact they're not. So here it is again. We've sent our spec sheet to these people. Our competition checked off saying, yes, this is what we provide, but in fact, this is three discrepancies on this situation. So put yourself in these people's shoes. If somebody checks something off and you think you're getting something, let's for instance, let's say you're buying a vehicle, a used vehicle or vehicle, and you ask that person, hey, do you have any rust? I noticed you painted underneath that car. You have any rust? The person says no. Then you find out that it's full of rust on the bottom, and you're going down the road and something breaks on there. We don't want to do that to our customers, so we provide information to give them the knowledge, to give them the know-how of post frame to be able to ask that question to our competitors, saying, hey, are you giving me kiln-dried lumber, treated, and what treatment is it? Okay, so that's all we're doing here. We want to educate the people so they can make their own decision. The right decisions with us, we know that, but you can't just take our word for it, Mr. Cole. We want to show them why. Okay, so that's what that's all about, folks. So it leads us to the red flags. Years in business, Secretary of State. Doesn't it make sense to do business with somebody that's been in business for a while? Do you want to be a guinea pig and be, somebody, everybody's dream is to be in business. But what if you invest money and they build you something and they don't last? They go out of business. What are you going to do? If they give you, how can they give you a 10-year or 6-year warranty and they've been in business for 1 year? That don't make sense to me. Maybe it does to you, but that's a red flag in my book. So, and licensure. Doesn't it make sense to do business with somebody that has a proper license? It does to me. If they don't have a license, maybe they're not going to do exactly what they tell you're going to do because they're not fully licensed and they're not legal. Not only licensed, but do they have the proper license? You can have a business license, but if you don't have a contractor's license, that's something else. Okay, so that's a red flag. Any violations? Doesn't it make sense? Do you want to, I do. I believe in giving people second chances, but do you want to be that person that gives them a second chance, or do you want to let them see if they're going to have any more violations for a while? Makes sense to me to do business with somebody that doesn't have any, but that is a red flag. So reviews on the BBB and Google. Look, everybody looks at reviews. You can be on Amazon and you're going to look at reviews. If something has a lot of good reviews, you're more than likely going to buy that product. Same thing with us. We have tons of reviews on the BBB and Google. And if you don't have any, that means nobody's talking good about you or anything about you. So maybe you want to be a guinea pig. I don't know. But if you want the best building in the United States, you need to come see us here at Mallet. But that is a red flag. So visit the contractor's facility. We have a facility here. We'd love to walk you around, talk to you, show you, how we build the truss here, show you the kiln-dried treated lumber on site here, show you the machines that we use to build your building, talk to the people, our team. We'd love to show you that. If they don't have one, if they don't have a facility, I think it's a red flag. They're working out of their car, they might not be here if something goes wrong with your building, okay? So that's a red flag. And here's our scorecard, which we talk about all the time. Southern Style got 1 check. They got a F. Rob Built, they do got 3 checks, but they still got an F. Precision, 1 check, F. Ranger Buildings, F. Beck, F. Fortify and Sulfur, F. Apache Buildings, F. Branded Buildings, F. RJM Construction, F. Southern Quality, F. Only 100% is us, folks. We're trying to tell you the best building in the industry is Mallet Buildings, If you don't believe that, come down here, talk with us, and make your own opinion. You know, we're not going to force anybody to buy anything. We want to show you the facts. We want to educate you on post-frame construction, because when you're buying something, if you think you're getting treated, what kind of treated is it? Is it kill drying? That's very important, folks, and we want to show you why it's important. The other people are just going to say, yeah, we built a mallet building. That's not true, and that's the reason why we're exposing these people, is because we don't, I mean, look, we know what we build. We do it every day, and we're getting better and better and better. We're not just going to stop here. We're going to continue to better ourselves here at Mallet Building, because we want you to have the best building in the industry, okay? So if you don't believe that, folks, come down and personally talk to me, talk to our building specialist, Lee, anybody you want. We'll explain that to you, which leads us to apples quotes. I know we're still saying apples to apples, folks. Basically, we're going to beat their price by $1,000, but we're not going to go down and do apples to apples. Why? Because we're not going to give you we're still going to give you our building, which is far superior, on our value building is far superior than any of the builders out there. Okay, now if you really want a building, check out our signature series and our elite series. Nobody does those buildings. Okay, so we're still doing this apples to apples. The battle, okay, so the schedule, this is what I was telling you about. Lee will be back tomorrow. He's going to continue the battle schedule, I think Thursday, mattress salesman and conflict of interest. That's what he's going to be going over. Friday, community involvement and some advertisement stuff, okay? So that's going to be 4 o'clock tomorrow, folks. Tune in for that. It's going to be exciting. Let's see, I skipped something. Okay. Design your building. If you're serious about buying a building, folks, the best way to do it, go to our website, design your building, okay? And one of our building specialists get back to you. And look, if you're in immediate assistance for a quote, make sure you tell us we're in immediate assistance for a quote. We'll make sure we get to you as fast as we can. And the best way to do that is to go on our website, build it, put in the notes, I need to talk to somebody ASAP, and we'll get somebody to talk to you immediately. So go play around with this, this tool we have on our website, okay? Ask to meet with our ambassadors. Look, you know, you can sit up here and people can say all they want about us, you know, but at the end of the day, folks, you know, we have ambassadors out there that you can talk to. These are people that have bought a building from us and that don't mind people calling them and talking to them about their experience with us, okay? Some of them may have had a rocky road or you know, something might not have gone as right as they wanted them to, but they'll tell you firsthand experience that if they did have a problem, they're going to let you know that we fixed whatever they had. And that's what we're talking about, is doing business with somebody that's been here for a long time. We're going to fix whatever needs to be fixed that was our control. You know, we still have a lot of stuff out there that we expect the customer to do, and that's for a different show. We can go over that, and we have gone over it in the past, and we will go over that with you. But our ambassador program is a very cool feature we have. We have tons of them out there. Ask our building specialist to hook you up with one. You can go look at their building. You can ask them questions, and you won't be talking to us. You'll be talking to our ambassador. So that's an awesome program that we have going on, folks. So that's today's show. We appreciate your business, and we'll see you